All right, here are the chord number positions, shapes if you're playing in the key of C. So obviously your C chord is your 1. When I'm playing in the key of C, the best shape to use is that traditional C shape, not that C2 that we use often when we're playing in the key of G. Go down here to this C, the regular C. And you can either play it with or without, like with your pinky on that last string, 3rd fret, or you can play it open. The reason sometimes I like to put my pinky down there is because I can keep it down there for a lot of the other chords too, right? So C is your 1, the C shape is your 1. Your 2 is D minor. D minor is up here. It's those last 4 strings. Another way I like to play D minor sometimes, depending on if I want it to be more full, is I actually go up here and I bar on the starting on the 5th fret and make like the A minor shape. But up here on the 5th fret. Sometimes that's cool because it's just a fuller sound and I don't have to worry about not hitting the other strings. Right, so 1, D minor is 2. Your 3 minor chord is E minor, but your 1 over 3 would be your C over E, so it's your C shape, but don't mute that top string. In a regular 1, in a regular C shape as the 1 chord, you would mute this top E string, or the lowest, and make sure it's not written out. But if it's a 1 over 3, if it's a C over E, you would just let that ring out. So it's the C chord with the E in the bottom. 1 chord with the 3 in the bottom. Cool. Then your 4 chord is your F. There are a few different ways to play F. It's the dreaded bar shape, but I never play it like that. That's not super smooth. So you can either wrap your thumb around and catch that low F, that low 4, and kind of fret the rest. A lot of times I just don't even worry about that low bass note. I just, like, if this is my C, I'll just put my pinky right below my ring finger and move my middle finger down a string to the 4th string, 2nd fret, and just play it like that. And a lot of times I'll just let my hand mute this last string, the high E, or you can leave it ring. Technically that's like a 4/7, an F7 chord. Or one more way to play it is to, if this is your C again, just move your ring finger and your middle finger down a string each, boop, and you're just going to play the last 4 strings. Or you can do that same thing with your pinky on that high E string. I like to do that a lot of times because I'll go from C to the F. So from the 1 to the 4, right? Or you can from 1 to the 4, or from the 1 to the 4. If you want to catch that low. My hands just aren't big enough to do that comfortably, so a lot of times I just leave it. Unless I really want to pluck that note, I just leave it off. So that's the 4. Then your 5 is your G. I don't play this G with the ring finger. I leave that open. I put my, instead of my middle finger on that low G note, I put my ring finger there. So I have these 2 fingers to kind of hammer on with. That's like a G suspended, which is cool if you're going from your C to your F to your G. Right? So then your 6 is A minor. And your 7 is, or your 5 over 7 is your G chord with a B in the bass, right? So instead of the G, you go up to the B. You can hear that pulling. That's the 7 of the key. Right? So the scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where are we at here? 6, 7, 1. So you got a 1 major chord, 2 minor, it's the D minor, 3 minor, or 1 over 3, 4 major, 5 major, G, 6 major, or 6 minor, A minor, 5 over 7, G over B, and back to your 1.